It is Thursday on the Daily Market Summary, and I'm joined now by Connor Bridgman of agmarket.net. Connor, how did we trade in those grains here today?
Another good positive day. Not quite. We're going to close green. Not quite the close I was looking for. When we get momentum like this, I really like to see some closes on the highs. We got another positive day. Beans up 4. Corn market's going to close about 2 or 3, and then I don't know how many people are paying attention to it, but next year corn's got a 5 in front of it. We haven't seen that since back to May. We've got March corn above 5, and we've got December corn working up to 490. Maybe we can go retest those highs north of $5.
And as we know, Connor, the wheat market has been a major player this week and moving some of those other commodities, helping to move them along with it. And that situation is, of course, due to the Russia-Ukraine war and some of those shipping channels being essentially shut off from moving some of that grain. So as it relates to that situation, then our traders in for today, for instance, we've seen that price kind of come back down to earth. Are they being a little bit more cautious to see what happens next in the conflict?
Yeah, I think so, right? We've saw the risk premium get added to that wheat crop. We put in new highs in KC wheat and Chicago wheat, and right now we're having a little bit of a pullback. I think wheat's going to close. I watch Chicago wheat because I'm in Illinois. It's going to close down about 10 cents, and that's a little bit. I think the main thing when we look at this wheat crop, big potential disruptions in shipping, like you said. The wheat crop in Russia, wheat crop in Ukraine, it's still there, right? We're not necessarily having supply issues. It's more like supply chain issues. So that could very much affect it, but I think traders are keeping that in mind too, and it's kind of what we're seeing today.
And then, Connor, in your opinion, as we look at the U.S. weather forecast and thinking about towards the end of July and getting into August, those hot and drier conditions are pretty prevalent in the forecast. Is that being factored into the ag marketplace right now for the corn and soybeans?
I think that weather's been the big driver in the recent bullishness, right? We're traders, everyone's looking at these extended forecasts, and they're a little bit hot and not adding a whole lot of rain, especially in the Western Corn Belt. Now, GFS run today kind of told us more of the same. It's going to heat back up next week, maybe a little bit more rain, but in terms of traders are digesting. Can we see a 183 yield? Or are we getting, with this weather, are we getting closer to a 181, 180, 178? If we get a 170 something, things could get pretty exciting.
And then over on the other side of the trade, how did cattle and hogs trade here on Thursday?
Yeah, so we closed up on the day in cattle. Not quite gained back all the losses we saw after that brutal day yesterday. But I think any livestock bulls, if we want to, let's hope that we maybe have started to find a floor and it's not a big reversal. It's going to keep going. And so did close green on the day. Hogs green as well, getting close to that 100-day, 200-day level, right? It's one that we haven't seen. We haven't crossed those thresholds, gosh, since back toward May. So if we're watching the hog market, I think we should be looking at those levels and paying attention to them.
And for so long, Connor, we speculated, would the hog market get a boost from those higher beef prices and people feeling that pain at the grocery store? Is this finally some of that coming through? Are people turning to pork more often, do you think?
I could see it absolutely. I think a big thing, if we look, if we're doing this show in about 2-3 months and we talk about a big rally in hogs, we got to look at the fund positions. They've got a very short fund position on. They've got fuel to really run this thing higher. So if we get something where we can get a little bit more of a demand story like you're talking about, get a fund position that maybe wants to start buying in hogs, maybe we can get that thing creeping back up like we've seen in the livestock market.
What's the best way for our viewers to get in touch for more marketing information?
Find us online, agmarket.net. And if you're in Central Illinois, please swing on by my office. I'm in Assumption.
Lots of great resources from the team at agmarket.net. Check it out. He is Connor Bridgman with agmarket.net. Connor, thanks so much for the time here today. Appreciate it and have a great rest of the day.
You too.